Welcome to Fantasy Audiobook. Online games. Start with a super god pet. Chapter 1. Summer is hot. Beihai City, Tianfu Villa. Lin Yan stared blankly at the resplendent surroundings, and instantly woke up from a trace of drowsiness. Didn't I fall in the battle of the gods? Why did I appear at home? After muttering something, Lin Yan's eyes fell on the electronic clock beside him. May 5, 2160. Seeing this very familiar date, Lin Yan was hit hard. Tomorrow is the time for the release of the legendary online game World of Divine Pets. For a long time before being reborn, Lin Yan also thought that the World of God's Pets was just an ordinary game. But not long after the game was released, some players discovered that some items in God's Pet World could be brought into the real world, so the whole world was completely boiling. Wait, Luli, Wuhei. You guys, in this life, I will crush you to ashes. Thinking of those experiences in the previous life, Lin Yan clenched his fists, and his eyes showed fierceness. In his previous life, he didn't pay attention to this game at all at the beginning, until all the friends around him were playing this game, and he played it with the mentality of giving it a try. But at that time, Lin Yan had already missed the best opportunity when he just started the server. Even though he was very talented in the game, it was difficult for him to keep up with the top players. And in this life, now that he has the chance to come back again, Lin Yan will naturally not be content with mediocrity. He will use his absolute superiority and strength to make himself proud of the crowd. With this in mind, Lin Yan turned on the computer and logged into the official website of the World of Divine Pets. Sure enough, just like the previous life, the World of Divine Pets is still in a tepid state. World of God's Pets. The time when this game really became popular was 20 hours after the game officially started running. In the case of posting and spontaneous promotion, the game God Pet World has attracted hundreds of millions of players into it. Lin Yan quickly rummaged through the past memories in his mind, and at the same time began to browse the game equipment sold on the official website. As a cross-century online game, God's Pet World has different login devices. Holographic helmet, ordinary game cabin, deluxe game cabin, extreme game cabin. Although there is a huge difference in the price of game landing equipment, there is no doubt that the more advanced the landing cabin, the more benefits. And on top of the extreme game cabin, there is a more advanced landing cabin, God level game cabin. No one knows what kind of rewards the God level game cabin comes with, because no player has ever obtained the God level game cabin in the previous life, because the God level game cabin must be purchased before the game officially opens. So the only God-level game cabin in my previous life has always been an ownerless thing. But in this life, he is destined to belong to Lin Yan. God-level game cabin. Price, 1 billion Washa coins. Sales quantity, unique, ... That's it. Seeing this, Lin Yan chose to click to buy without hesitation. As the unicorn of the Lin family, the most dazzling genius of this generation, Lin Yan has not yet fully taken over the huge property of the Lin family, but it is only a mere 1 billion Washa coins. To him, it is just a drop in the bucket, not worth a cent at all. Carry. Ding, you have successfully purchased. Seeing the prompt message given by the system, Lin Yan was immediately relieved. With this God-level game cabin, he is already equal to all the players leading God Pet World. Several hours later, the God-level game cabin was successfully delivered to his villa. The staff naturally knew Lin Yan, the most legendary young man in Beihai, so they treated him with respect from beginning to end. ... Brother, are you spending money playing games again? Do you know what the situation of the Lin family is like now? When the staff was installing the game cabin, a man about 17 or 18 suddenly broke in and asked angrily. Hey, Lin Yang, Lin Yan, do I need you to teach me? Seeing Lin Yang appear, Lin Yan's expression darkened. Lin Yang is Lin Yan's cousin. He looks like a handsome man, but he is actually a villain. In his previous life, he betrayed the entire Lin family for his own selfishness. Remember, I am the first heir of the Lin family. As for you, what are you? Hearing what the other party said, Lin Yang's expression suddenly changed. He obviously didn't expect the other party to lose such a temper right now, and instinctively wanted to refute, but Lin Yan glanced at him, and Lin Yang immediately shivered. Suddenly broke out in a cold sweat. He didn't dare to say anything at the moment, and ran out in a desperate manner, but what no one noticed was that his face was full of resentment at this time. That night, at 11:50, only 10 minutes before the official opening of World of God's Pets, Lin Yan entered the game cabin and chose to log in. Warrior of another world, welcome to God's Pet World. Accompanied by a light and pleasant sound, the guide spirit appeared in front of Lin Yan. World of Divine Pets is a game that mainly focuses on pet cultivation and battles. In the game, players play more of an auxiliary role, and pets are the foundation for players to be able to look up and down in this world. Compared with ordinary online games, World of Divine Pets is also more inclusive. In addition to these professional pets used for fighting, there are also various life-related pets, from hunting for treasures to gathering medicine and refining alchemy. Greatly enhance the player's game fun and experience. In addition, there are many mysterious and special pets, but the probability of ordinary players wanting to obtain such pets is basically zero. Ding! It is detected that the player's login device is God-level game cabin, your growth point +5. Ding! It is detected that the player's login device is God-level game cabin, your reputation value +10000, will be automatically allocated after selecting the camp. Ding! It is detected that the player's login device is God-level game cabin, and you have obtained the template level expertise Lucky Halo. Ding! It is detected that the player's login device is God-level game cabin Lucky Warrior. Congratulations! You will get the only super God-level pet in God Pet World. Super God-level pet. What is this? Lin Yan couldn't help being taken aback when he saw the last notification sound from the system. World of Divine Pets. Pets can be divided into 12 ranks from low to high: black iron, bronze, silver, gold, black jade, red gold, white diamond, king, legend, immortal, and myth. Of course, pets with legends and above are just like the names of this level, they basically only exist in legends, and not many people have actually seen them. A super god level pet. Could it be the ultimate god pet that surpasses the level of mythology? Thinking of this, Lin Yan's heart skipped a beat. In the previous life, because no one has obtained the God-level game cabin, no one knows what the reward of the God-level game cabin is. At best, everyone can only guess. Compared with those current players who are still in the fog, Lin Yan is very clear about the importance of pet ranks. If he can get a super god pet beyond the level of mythology at the beginning, it will be against the sky. And with such a pet start, Lin Yan believes that he will definitely become the strongest in World of Divine Pets in this life. While his heart was stirring, Lin Yan hurriedly looked at the properties of the pet egg that was floating in the air at this time. Open black lens bracket dragon egg close black lens bracket. Current status: hatchable. Remarks: the only heir left by the dragon god in this world has the terrifying power to destroy the world after growing up. Was it the descendant of the dragon god? Seeing the remarks given by the system, Lin Yan suddenly understood. In the entire God's Pet world there are not a few powerful gods of various types, such as God of Light, God of Darkness, etc., but among them, Dragon God is undoubtedly the most special and powerful god. One of the only ones, his power has even far exceeded the limit that the gods can imagine. If this is the only heir of the Dragon God, then it is understandable that it is a super god level pet. Just when Lin Yan was feeling extremely excited, the system's notification tone sounded again. Open black lens bracket ding, warriors from another world, please choose your side. Light camp, dark camp, neutral camp. Bright camp. Without any hesitation, Lin Yan directly chose the light camp. He had been active in the light camp in his previous life, and he was very familiar with the hidden missions, field bosses, hidden treasure chests, etc. of the major empires in the light camp. Ding, please choose your initial race. Human race. The active races in the light camp include human race, elf race, dwarf race, orc race and many other races. However, at the beginning of the game, there are actually not many choices for players. There are only a few choices such as human race and elf race. Lin Yan naturally chose the same human race as in his previous life. After entering the game, players can change their race by completing various hidden tasks or obtaining blood certificates. Lin Yan thought of 7 or 8 hidden missions that could change powerful races, but he still didn't have the ability to complete those missions for the time being. Ding, please name your character. What's your name, Morning Star? This is the game ID of Lin Yan's previous life, so he will use it immediately. Ding, the character is starting to generate. Ding, it is detected that the player, Morning Star, has the Lucky Halo specialty, and your initial attribute is full. Ding, start scanning. Accompanied by a magnificent, indescribable voice, rows of attributes suddenly entered Lin Yan's field of vision. Character: Morning Star. Grade 1. Race: Terran. Occupation: Pet Trainer. Blood volume: 100. Blue volume: 200. Physical attack: 10. Law attack: 10. Speed: 100. Growth points: 10. God level game cabin reward plus 5 points. For each level up, get 10 free attribute points. Strength: 10. Every 1 point of strength increases 1 point of attack, 0.2 hit. Agility: 10. Every 1 point of agility increases the movement speed by 0.1. Spirit: 10. Every 1 point of spirit increases 1 point of spell damage, 20 mana, and 0.2 of casting speed. Constitution: 10. Every 1 point of constitution increases blood volume by 10 points. Specialty: Lucky Halo template level. Skills: none. Reputation value: 10,000. Honor points: 0. Faith: 0. Backpack: Dragon God Egg. Super God level. Start with full attributes. Lin Yan's eyes lit up when he saw his attributes. Generally speaking, after a player enters the world of divine pets, the basic 4-dimensional attributes will take values between 1 and 10. Some extremely unlucky guys may even have all attributes at one point, but his 4-dimensional attributes, but they are all full value, which means that they have distanced themselves from ordinary players from the very beginning. Moreover, the growth points of ordinary players are only 5 points, but Lin Yan's growth points are 10 points. In this way, the higher the level, the greater the gap between him and ordinary players. As for the Halo of Luck, in World of Divine Pets, the player's luck directly affects many unknown information such as the explosive rate, the success rate of upgrading equipment, etc., and the charm effects factors such as the probability of talking to NPCs to receive hidden tasks, but both luck and charm are actually hidden values. Players can't see at all. And the specialties or equipment that can increase the player's luck and charm are extremely cherished. In the previous life, it was just a ring with a small probability to increase the player's luck value. This shows the importance of lucky value. Lin Yan never imagined that he would be blessed with such a template at the beginning of the game, but Lin Yan's biggest reliance is the super god level Dragon God Egg in his hand. Any legendary pet in his previous life can easily destroy a city after growing up. He simply cannot imagine a super god level pet growing up. What kind of destructive combat power will you have when you wake up? Just as Lin Yan's mind was agitated, the picture in front of him suddenly changed, and then the game prompt sounded again. Ding! Character created successfully. Game reminder: congratulations Morning Star, you have randomly entered Novice Village number 9102. With a flash of dazzling golden light, Lin Yan's eyes lit up, and by the time he realized it, he had already appeared in Novice Village. And beside him, with the continuous emergence of golden lights, the originally peaceful village has been colored by noisy sounds. Some players couldn't believe such a super high degree of freedom in the incomparably real picture, so they started to scurry around, making the whole village jump up and down for a while those more stable players calmed down and directly go to the village chief to get a free black iron pet egg. After the hatching is complete, go outside the village to fight monsters and upgrade. The received black iron pet egg is a random hatch, and any type of pet may appear, so in just a few minutes, all kinds of pets in the village popped up. Wow, it's a little white rabbit, so cute. A weak girl looked at the pet in front of her with bright eyes. Little white rabbit, white and white, with both ears lifted up, cut off the arteries and veins. The passer-by beside him snorted casually, and was about to leave, but his body suddenly turned cold. Looking back, he saw the weak girl just now looking at him with a cold face. This is Teddy, a strong man screamed while playing with the hatched pet, with a desperate expression on his face, while the other girl next to the strong man had a hopeful expression on his face. Look. ... After simply looking around, Lin Yan shook his head. Like other players, he didn't go to the village head to get the free black iron pet egg. What kind of black iron level pet? Even if you give him a mythical level pet egg for free, he will. Ah, this can be considered. Shaking his head, Lin Yen chose a place where there was no one and started to hatch Dragon God egg. Ding! Dragon God's eggs are starting to hatch. The hatching progress is 10%, the hatching progress is 20%. Successful hatching. In Lin Yen's almost hopeless eyes, accompanied by the sound of the eggshell cracking, a fiery red head popped out first. As soon as the head popped up, those two dark eyes looked around curiously. Is this a super god level pet? Lin Yen looked at the dragon, which was no bigger than his palm. He was really a little confused, but when his eyes fell on the opponent's attributes, he was immediately shocked even more. This is too awesome. Name: Erin Angelina. Grade: Super God Unique. Race: Dragon Female. Head: Fire 1/9. Loyalty: 60 Wandering. Real name: LV8 Unlocked. Level: LV1. Blood volume: 400. Blue volume: 400. Physical attack: 25. Law attack: 20. Power: 25. Agility: 20. Spirit: 20. Constitution: 20. Growth points: 20. All attributes. Skill: Dragon Flame Breath LV1. Racial traits: Bloodline of the Dragon God Elementary. As a descendant of the Dragon God, Irene has an extremely powerful bloodline, and each point of constitution increases an extra 10 points of blood. Son of the Dragon God. Any enemy that confronts it head-on, all attributes will drop by 5%, the highest priority ability, even the gods cannot offset it. Higher wisdom. As the heir of Dragon God, Irene was born with higher wisdom. Dragon fighting style. As a dragon, Irene has higher level fighting skills. Other equipment: none. After reading Irene's attributes, Lin Yen's mouth has been opened into an O shape that can be stuffed into a duck egg. Although I have long expected that Irene's attributes will be extremely exaggerated, but what is presented at this time is still somewhat beyond his expected. Not only the initial attributes are extremely exaggerated, but the growth point is directly off the charts. The full attribute growth value of up to 20 points means that Irene can get 80 attribute points for each level up. Who can stand this? Not to mention the exaggerated racial characteristics. If it grows up, let alone other players, even those famous NPCs in the game can't stop it at all. After all, Irene has only just been born, and many racial characteristics and talents have not yet awakened. However, compared with Irene's exaggerated attributes, her pocket-sized figure really doesn't seem to have any deterrent effect. On the contrary, she looks extremely cute, which makes people unconsciously want to pity her. And just when Lin Yen couldn't help but marvel at the power of super god level pets, the system's notification sounded again. Ding! It has been detected that you have become the master of the heir of the Dragon God, and your occupation pet trainer has been automatically changed to Dragon Whisperer Apprentice. Ding! Your growth point is +5. Ding! Feeling your career change, Irene's favorability for you has increased to 80 points. Ding! You have won the favor of the dragons, and the favorability of all the dragons towards you has increased by 1000 points. Ding! You have obtained the exclusive specialty of Dragon Whisperer, Infinite Evolution. Dragon Whisperer. What kind of occupation is this? Looking at the suddenly changing attribute panel, Lin Yen's mind was really in a mess. Regarding hidden professions, Lin Yen naturally knows a lot. He originally planned to complete a hidden task to unlock an extremely powerful hidden profession after starting his second profession, but Dragon Whisperer, a hidden profession, I have never heard of it, and it seems that there is no introduction of any relevant information on the previous life forum. After a moment of astonishment, Lin Yen suddenly understood. Obviously, Dragon Whisperer, an extremely special hidden profession, can only be unlocked by the master who becomes the heir of the Dragon God. No one has ever obtained Dragon God Egg in the previous life, so naturally no one can unlock this hidden profession. With his mind slightly settled, Lin Yen set his sights on the exclusive expertise of the Dragon Whisperer. The feats in World of Divine Pets can basically be divided into common feats, elite feats, template feats, legendary feats, god-level feats, etc. In addition, there are some more special exclusive feats. All exclusive specialties are unique, but the effects of exclusive specialties are different. It is difficult to simply say whether they are powerful or not. But once Lin Yan's eyes fell on Infinite Evolution, the exclusive specialty, he couldn't look away anymore. This is 2. Infinite Evolution. All pets you own have a certain probability of breaking through the current rank every time they upgrade. The highest is the myth level. Remarks. The Dragon Talker is a legendary profession that has long disappeared in the long river of history. After becoming a Dragon Talker, in addition to possessing terrifying power beyond ordinary people, it will also bear the fate of history. Please be careful. Hey, every time you upgrade, there is a possibility of evolution. What kind of concept is this? That is to say, if you are lucky, even if it is only a black iron level pet baby in Lin Yan's hands, it may grow into a mythical level pet baby. This exclusive specialty, Lin Yan can only say that he is invincible. Gulu. At this moment, the little guy yelled, and Lin Yan immediately understood what it meant, and quickly brought the broken eggshell in front of her. Crack, click, opening and closing her mouth, she swallowed the eggshell bit by bit, so her figure, which was only a dozen centimeters in size, began to slowly change. At the same time, Irene's experience points also began to rise slowly. After Irene swallowed all the eggshells, its size had doubled to its original size, and a pair of dark eyes stared straight at Lin Yan, as if scrutinizing what kind of person her master was. Figure. As one of the most powerful races in the world of divine pets, even a newly born baby dragon is not an ignorant creature. To a certain extent, they know it from birth. Although Irene is young, she is the son of the dragon god. He is far superior to ordinary dragons in terms of wisdom and inheritance. Perhaps because of Lin Yan's identity as Dragon Whisperer and her 80-point favorability, Irene was very close to Lin Yan, devouring the eggshells of dragon eggs and rubbing her head against his palms from time to time. This little guy is really cute. Lin Yan looked at Irene, and the more he looked at it, the more he fell in love with her. Let's go, I'll take you to fight monsters and upgrade. Following Lin Yan's muttering, Irene's eyes lit up immediately, and she jumped with both feet, directly jumping a distance of more than 1 meter, and then landed firmly on his shoulders. Lin Yan didn't care much about Irene's spiritual performance. As a super god level pet, Irene's wisdom was naturally far superior to that of ordinary pets. As soon as he walked out of Shinsho village, the scene before Lin Yan's eyes changed again. All kinds of players brought all kinds of strange pets to hunt monsters and kill enemies everywhere, and the regional chat channel was noisy like a vegetable market. Please bring me a new cute girl, sweet to your heart, little brother. The team of 5 is only short of 1 person, please have a powerful meat shield pet. Lack of a nanny pet, hurry up and join the team. Boss Shuilong leads the team, only young Jungtai, come quickly, don't bother women. Don't bother women. Don't bother women. Snow Wolf is a silver level pet, and its basic attributes such as attack and defense are higher than those of black iron level pets, and it is born with a frenzied tear skill, and the early leveling speed is extremely fast, but ordinary players naturally have no chance to obtain such a pet at the beginning, and the players who obtain such a pet are obviously obtained through the Extreme Game Cabin lottery. And with the sound of shouting and fighting, existences like LV1 Sweet Chicken and LV2 Jerboa near the entrance of the village naturally suffered disaster. Lin Yan naturally looked down on these novice monsters who were only level 1 or level 2, and chose to go directly to the depths of the forest. After all, with his and Irene's attributes, even if they were dealing with guys several levels higher than them, it's not a problem at all, so naturally I won't pay attention to these little guys. Lin Yan chose to ignore even the LV3 Goblin and LV4 Wild Fox on the way forward. Lin Yan didn't stop until he saw the White Wolf. Open black lens bracket White Wolf close black lens bracket Common Monster. Level LV5. Attack 40. HP 200. Skills Wolf Howl. After being attacked, it will howl, calling the surrounding partners to attack collectively. Introducing a kind of wild wolf with a relatively gentle temperament. Generally, it will not actively attack people, but once it goes mad, it will be more terrifying than ordinary wild wolves. Eileen, come on. Seeing the attributes of this white wolf, Lin Yan called out, and Charles, who was lying on his shoulder, shot out like a bolt of lightning. Then I saw the dragon claw, which looked extremely small but was extremely sharp, waved twice, and 2 red letters, -28, and -26, floated over the white wolf's head. Hey, isn't the damage suppressed? Looking at the 2 beating numbers, Lin Yan was slightly taken aback. World of Divine Pets, the mid-level division is extremely strict. When low-level players face high-level monsters, the damage they receive will often be greatly reduced. Irene is only level 1 at the moment, and the White Wolf is a level 5 monster. It stands to reason the damage caused will be exempted by at least 20%, but looking at the damage Irene is currently causing, it is obvious that she has not been affected by any level suppression. Could it be the hidden attribute of a super god-level pet? As soon as he thought about it, Lin Yan realized what was going on. The pet attributes in God Pet World are not only reflected on the panel, but also have many other hidden attributes, such as morale, fighting style, epiphany, wisdom, etc. Although these are not directly reflected, there is no doubt that for the combat power of pets also has a great impact. As expected of a super god pet, seeing how powerful Irene was, Lin Yan felt an indescribable sense of pride in his heart. And just as his mind was turning so well, Irene landed a few claws neatly, without even waiting for him to intervene, to finish off the white wolf. From the beginning to the end, the white wolf only had time to howl a few times. There was a sound, and the waving claws didn't even touch Irene's skin. Ding! Your pet dragon Irene killed a white wolf. The experience reward for killing monsters by leapfrogging times 200%, you and Irene obtained, experience times 200. Leapfrog killing monsters is rewarded with experience bonuses, and vice versa, but the algorithm for specific experience bonuses is extremely complicated. Even Lin Yan, who has thoroughly explored the rules of the entire world of divine pets in his previous life, can't do it well in this regard. The exact formula is calculated. After Irene killed the white wolf, she jumped back onto Lin Yan's shoulders in a flash, rubbing her limp head against his face affectionately, and the little guy turned his eyes back and forth, as if he was asking for credit. Haha, I know, you are the best. Feeling the affection, Lin Yan immediately touched Irene's body comfortingly, and the latter narrowed his eyes in comfort, obviously satisfied with Lin Yan's touch, as if to say, go on, go on, go on, go down. Although Irene is currently unable to speak, God Pet World has settings such as spiritual resonance, so the connection between players and pets is very close. But soon, as the 3 white wolves approached, this rare comfort was instantly broken. Obviously, before dying, the wolf roar issued by the white wolf still attracted the same kind. Seeing that these guys interrupted the friendly time between her and her master, Irene was furious, opened her mouth, and activated the Dragon Flame Breath skill. There was only a clatter, and the rising flames gushed out, directly enveloping the 3 white wolves in the flames, and the 3 white wolves howled suddenly. -50 inches, -52, -52. After the number representing the direct damage appeared, the scorching damage of -5, -5, and -5 appeared on the 3 white wolves one after another. The Dragon Flame Breath skill also has a continuous burning effect, so after just one Dragon Flame Breath, the blood bars of the 3 white wolves are only about half. At this time, Irene has rushed out again, and Lin Yan is not idle. Although his current attributes are not comparable to Irene, compared with ordinary players, they are naturally much higher. However, due to level suppression, because of this, his attack damage is not high, so the main output still falls on Irene. As the saying goes, the master and servant are of the same heart, and their benefits can cut through gold. With one man, one dragon, and one meal as fierce as a tiger's operation, no matter how unwilling the 3 white wolves were, they still fell like this after all. Ding! Your pet dragon Irene killed a white wolf. The reward for killing monsters by leapfrogging by 200%, you and Irene got, experience x 200. Ding! Ding! With 3 consecutive system beeps, Lin Yan's experience points were finally full. Congratulations! You have successfully reached level LV2. Congratulations, you have obtained attribute points x 15. In World of Divine Pets, the experience of killing monsters is divided equally, but the higher the level of the pet, the higher the experience required to upgrade, so even though Lin Yan has successfully upgraded, Irene is still at level 1. Black Iron Pet, 1 times experience. Bronze Pet, 2x experience. Silver Pet, 3 times experience. For super god level pets like Irene, the experience required to upgrade is 13 times terrifying. Lin Yan didn't even think about assigning attribute points, and directly chose the high explosive and high attack method of 10 points for strength and 5 points for agility. 10 points of strength directly raised Lin Yan's attack damage to a higher level, while 5 points of agility greatly increased Lin Yan's movement speed and attack speed, allowing him to pull monsters more efficiently. In fact, many new players who have just entered the world of divine pets also add points in a similar way, but these players are suffering after the first taste of the thrill, because their blood volume cannot guarantee their survival at all. The reason why Lin Yan dared to do this was naturally because of his daring. He had already mastered countless superb skills and accumulated rich combat experience through countless battles and fights in his previous life. His vision is completely different from that of ordinary players. Seeing that all the white wolves had been dealt with, Lin Yan rubbed his hands together and started his favorite part of cleaning the battlefield. Open black lens bracket collection, close black lens bracket. Ding, you got a copper coin x5. Ding, you got the damaged white wolf skin x2. Ding, you got a complete white wolf skin times 1. Ding, you got white spike times 5. In the following time, one person and one dragon continued to repeat the monotonous time of spawning monsters. The white wolf, which many players can't deal with at the moment, is completely vulnerable in front of them. And Lin Yan didn't know if it was funny or what, it was the white wolf's wolf howling skill. The existence of this skill prevented him from actively attracting monsters. Often, shortly after a group of white wolves were killed, another group the white wolf rushed over like a gourd baby saving grandpa. So much so that when these white wolves became more and more proficient in slaughtering one person and one pet, they even worried that the other party would not be able to activate the wolf howl skill in time, and often deliberately delayed the time of the final blow. Pure monster farming is undoubtedly the fastest way to level up, but it is also the most boring. So many players like to play with girls or chat with others to save time when spawning monsters, but Lin Yan is so determined that he doesn't move at all. Ding, you got the item, White Wolf Dagger. It's actually shipped. Lin Yan's eyes lit up as he looked at the White Wolf Dagger that suddenly appeared at his hand. The item drop rate in God Pet World is notoriously low, so many players are slandering it, but there is nothing they can do about it. Not to mention anything else, Lin Yan has Lucky Halo and only got the first piece of dropped equipment at this moment. The situation of the rest of the players can be imagined. Open black lens bracket White Wolf Dagger, close black lens bracket. Quality, green. Use requirements, LV2. Attack, 5-8. Attribute, strength +5. Introduction. The dagger carefully polished by white wolf teeth is a good weapon for beginners. The weapons in World of Divine Pets can be divided into white equipment, green equipment, blue equipment, purple equipment, gold equipment, orange equipment, etc. from low to high. The more advanced equipment has more attributes, and green equipment generally has an additional attribute attached. Of course, in addition to these basic divisions, there are other special equipment such as killing equipment, charging equipment, dark equipment, growth equipment, etc. However, the difficulty of obtaining these equipment is not generally high, and ordinary players do not get it at all possible with these devices. This open black lens bracket White Wolf Dagger, close black lens bracket Irene still can't meet the equipment requirements at the moment, so Lin Yan used it to replace the whiteboard wooden stick he had originally. After changing to a new weapon, Lin Yan became even more motivated. He stabbed the white wolves' butts with the Millennium Killer, causing them to howl and cry for their father and mother. Ding, your pet dragon Irene killed a white wolf. The reward for killing monsters by leapfrogging by 150%. You and Irene got experience X 150. Ding, your pet. Ding. Although as Lin Yan's level increased, the experience rewards for leapfrog killing monsters decreased, but Lin Yan and Irene couldn't stand the killing speed too fast. An hour and a half later, with a pleasant notification sound, the whole person's spirit suddenly shook. Ding, congratulations on your pet dragon Irene successfully being upgraded to level LV2. Get strength +20. Get dexterity +20. Get spirit +20. Acquired constitution +20. Ding, Irene's favorability towards you is +1. With a flash of dazzling golden light, Irene's size seemed to have grown slightly compared to before. Sure enough, people are better than people. No, people are better than dragons, it makes people mad. Compared with ordinary players who can only get 5 free attribute points at the first level, Lin Yen can get 15 free attribute points every time he goes up a level is simply too exaggerated, which means that he can reach the level of other players upgraded to 3 levels, but compared with my super god pet Irene. Nothing, nothing, nothing. Every time a level is raised, the overall attribute will directly increase by 80 points. There can only be one word to describe it: exaggeration. Name: Erin Angelina. Grade: Super God, Unique. Race: Dragon, Female. Head: Fire, 1/9. Loyalty: 81. Cheers. Real name: LV8 Unlocked. Level: LV2. Blood volume: 820. Blue volume: 800. Physical attack: 45. Law attack: 40. Power: 45. Agility: 40. Spirit: 40. Constitution: 40. Growth points: 20. All attributes. Skill: Dragon Flame Breath LV1. Equipment: none. After reading this attribute, Lin Yen just wants to say, "It's you, Irene." After Irene leveled up, the speed of killing these white wolves increased in a straight line. Often, the 2 dragon flames exhaled, and as long as the white wolves touched were basically only a trace of blood, Lin Yen didn't need to intervene. Under the burning effect, he couldn't resist at all, and fell down directly. A few minutes later, seeing Irene began to display her supernatural power, Lin Yen was no longer satisfied with just slaughtering these white wolves, but continued walking towards the depths of the forest. Judging from his previous life experience, since so many white wolves can be refreshed here, there must be a white wolf clan here, and there should be more powerful monsters in it. Naturally, he will not let these guys go. But not long after Lin Yen chose to go deeper, a ghostly figure quietly appeared in the forest. How is this possible? These are all LV5 white wolves. How long has it been since the game started? Bai Yu looked at the white wolf corpse on the ground in front of him, and couldn't help but feel a shock. As a member of the main team of Tianan Guild, although Bai Yu's game experience and skills are not as good as those of the top guys in the guild, since he can enter the main team of Tianan Guild, his strength as average players naturally want to be too strong. Bai Yu thought to himself that it might not be a problem to deal with 1 or 2 white wolves with his current strength, but looking at the tragic scene in front of him, God knows how many white wolves were killed by the mysterious player before that, but how long has the game been running now? Almost all the players are only at the 2nd or 3rd level. Even if they single out a white wolf, it may be more or less a disaster. Could it be that the professional players on the Earth ranking entered this game? Thinking of this, Bai Yu's heart felt hot. In 2160, with the explosive development of technology, a large number of professional players have also been born. But although there are many professional players, they are also divided into strengths and weaknesses, and the players who can reach the top of the ground ranking are all the best among professional players. You must know that in big guilds like their Tianan Guild, there are only 3 professional players who are ranked in the land ranking, and even the president of their guild is very serious about these characters, never daring to neglect them in the slightest. Every professional player ranked in the land list, their salary easily exceeds 100 million, and they are the targets of countless big guilds. However, I haven't heard of any professional player on the Lord ranking announcing their entry into the world of divine pets before. Could it be that a certain big boss came here to test the water out of boredom or for some other reason? After thinking about it for a few times, Bai Yu finally did not choose to follow the opponent's killing route. The first is naturally that his current level is not enough. It may not be a problem to deal with 1 or 2 white wolves, but if he is besieged by many white wolves or encounters more for a high-level monster, I'm afraid that he will directly get a free city return chance once the time comes. But compared to this point, Bai Yu is more worried that his reckless actions will offend the other party. If he offends a professional player who is ranked in the land ranking, because of this, it is really worthless. It's just him, maybe even the Tianan Guild behind him will be involved. With this in mind, Bai Yu silently chose to back off, but at the same time, another thought arose in his heart: we must make friends with the other party. If he can take the opportunity to win the other party to his own guild, that would be a great achievement. At that time, I'm afraid that those guys who opposed him in the guild before will not dare to say anything again. At the same time that Bai Yu backed away with fear, Lin Yan continued to move forward into the depths of the forest, and it didn't take long before he made a new discovery. An old white wolf walking upright was pointing at 7 or 8 white wolves around him in an open place, and he didn't know what it was talking about. Those white wolves fell to their knees one after another. Compared with those ordinary white wolves, the opponent's body was quite a bit larger, and the hair on his body was also denser. White Wolf Sacrifice Enhanced Monster. Level: LV7. Attack: 65. HP: 1200. Skills: Power of Sacrifice, Fireball, Enhanced Skin. Introduction. The evolutionary species produced by ordinary white wolves absorbing the breath of the white wolf alter day and night, has a rough attainment in magic, and has a very high status in the White Wolf clan. Power of Sacrifice. As a priest of the White Wolf clan, all white wolves within 10 yards of it can get the bonus of the Power of Sacrifice, blood volume plus 10%, attack plus 10%, and there is a certain probability after being attacked into a bloodthirsty state. Fireball. Instantly releases a fireball with firepower to attack the enemy. Strengthened Skin. The White Wolf priest has absorbed the breath of the White Wolf altar for a long time, and has stronger resistance and defense. It turned out to be a strengthening monster. Seeing the attributes of the White Wolf priest, Lin Yan's eyes lit up. The monsters in World of Divine Pets can be roughly divided into normal monsters, enhanced monsters, elite monsters, boss monsters, leader monsters, etc. The higher the monster is, the higher the probability of dropping rare items. Of course, with it in contrast, the difficulty of killing them also increases with the level of the monster. According to previous players, the enhanced monster does not belong to the category of boss. After all, compared with ordinary monsters, he only has higher blood volume growth, and there is nothing special about him. However, compared to ordinary monsters, the explosion rate of enhanced monsters is undoubtedly much higher. Since Lin Yan discovered the existence of the opponent, how could he choose to let him go? Puff puff, -80, -85, -82. After a round of dragon flame exhalation, the blood volume of the 3 white wolves who bear the brunt instantly dropped below half under the accompanying, burning, effect, and Irene waved the dragon's claws immediately, and only heard a crisp, chila, sound. Another 2 numbers, -42, and -48, floated by, and the first white wolf fell down, but at this time the other 2 white wolves hadn't realized what was going on at all. Suddenly encountering such a change, the White Wolf priest was furious immediately. Blood flashed on his body. He had activated the power of the sacrifice, and then his whole body took the lead in chasing Irene, and at the same time, the rest of the white wolves also besieged. But how flexible Irene is, the inheritance of dragon fighting style gave him a vision far beyond these lowly beings in front of him. His body flickered like a fish, and he easily avoided the siege of many pets, and he even had leisure time. He let out 2 more dragon flame breath, and immediately there were 3 or 4 white wolves who were accidentally attacked in succession, howled, and then fell down. At this time, Lin Yan also rushed up to face the already disabled. The bloody white wolf came with a millennium kill. The situation of the battle changed so quickly that the White Wolf priest didn't even realize what was going on, and all the white wolves under him were dead, leaving only him as a bare commander. After a moment of astonishment, the White Wolf priest howled angrily, and then locked his eyes on Lin Yan. As a strengthened monster, the White Wolf priest already had a certain amount of wisdom, so he naturally knew that Lin Yan was Irene's master. With a wave of his staff, a blood-colored fireball fell towards him. Seeing the White Wolf priest cast fireball, Lin Yan's eyes flashed. He doesn't have the support of Irene's exaggerated attribute foundation. If he is hit head-on by the fireball technique of White Wolf Sacrifice, he may lose half of his blood in an instant, and he may even be instantly killed because of the level difference. However, the moment the White Wolf priest raised his staff to perform the fireball technique, Lin Yan's feet slipped, and 2 shadows suddenly separated from his body like a dream. Shadow step. Boom. The fireball flashed and landed on Lin Yan, who seemed to be rushing forward, but as the fireball exploded, a hole appeared in the ground, and Lin Yan's phantom disappeared instantly, and his real body disappeared, is intact. Facing Lin Yan's miraculous dodge, the White Wolf priest didn't seem to realize what was going on, and the whole wolf's head was buzzing. In fact, the concealment step is not a system skill, but an extremely superb game skill. At the moment when the fireball technique is about to fall, Lin Yan used a high-speed moving figure as an inducement to make the judgment target of the fireball technique go wrong. He dodged the blow calmly. This kind of game skill seems simple, but in fact it is extremely difficult. Not to mention the professional players who were ranked in the Earth ranking in the previous life, even if they were high in the TN ranking and were regarded as gods by countless ordinary players, not everyone has such skills. But Lin Yan is different. He is a person with extraordinary talent, and he has countless fighting experience in his previous life. Such skills are naturally at his fingertips. But regardless of whether the White Wolf Priest was shocked or not, Irene would not let go of such a good opportunity to attack, and there was another dragon flame breath. -240. This time, a full 240 points of damage floated directly from the White Wolf Priest, directly knocking out 1/5 of the White Wolf Priest's health bar, which shocked Lin Yan. Although I don't know why, but my pet, no matter how awesome it is, it should be. Relying on her pocket size, Irene almost played around with the White Wolf Priest, but the latter had no choice but to watch his blood drop little by little, but there was nothing he could do. Hit, can't beat. Escape, can't escape. Ah! After half a sound, the White Wolf Priest let out a mournful wail, and finally fell down. Ding! Your pet dragon Irene killed White Wolf Priest strengthened monster, the experience reward for killing monsters by leapfrogging times 250%, you and Irene obtained, experience times 1000 points. After solving the White Wolf sacrifice, Lin Yan cheerfully began to clean up the battlefield. Ding! You got a copper coin x20. Ding! You got the fang of the White Wolf x6. Ding! You got a complete White Wolf skin x3. Ding! You got the White Wolf dagger times 1. Ding! You got the sacrificial staff times 1. ... Open black lens bracket sacrifice staff close black lens bracket sacrifice set, 1/3. Quality, green. Use requirements, no. Attack, 10, 13. Attributes, Spirit +5, Constitution +5. Introduction. The magic staff used by the White Wolf Priest has been contaminated with its breath after using it for a long time. The composition of the sacrificial suit. Staff times 1, shoes times 1, breastplate times 1. Set effect. Open all 3 pieces. Lin Yan's eyes lit up when he saw the sacrificial staff. Sure enough, the rewards given by the enhanced monsters were much better than those given by ordinary monsters. Not only the attack and additional attributes are far better than the White Wolf dagger obtained before, but it is also a set component. In addition to ordinary equipment, God Pet World also has a variety of powerful suits, and the most basic is a 3-piece suit. On top of this, there are 5-piece suits, 8-piece suits, 10 suits and only 13 suits that no one has ever seen in the legend. For such powerful equipment as the sacrificial staff, Lin Yan naturally equipped it for Irene. As a human being, one must be self-aware. With Irene's super thighs, how could he be willing to look far away? Effort. It is impossible to work hard, and it is impossible to work hard in this life. Seeing Lin Yan looking at her like an idiot, Irene immediately groaned twice, as if to say, "There is a baby here, master, you don't have to worry." Haha, let's continue to upgrade. Ding! Your pet dragon Irene killed White Wolf sacrifice enhanced monster, the experience reward for killing monsters by leapfrogging times 500%, you and Irene obtained, experience times 1000 points. Ding! Ding! ... Now that Lin Yan has tasted the sweetness, it is naturally impossible to easily let the other White Wolf priests in the forest go, so under his mad slaughter, the White Wolf priests had to succumb to the two's lust and obediently offered a series of trophies. And with such an efficient slaughter, Lin Yan's level had already been raised to LV3, so all the experience was allocated to Irene, a big family. Hey, it's shipped again. Lin Yan's eyes lit up as he looked at the new equipment he picked up casually. Sacrificial shoes, sacrificial set, 1/3. Quality, green. Use requirements, no. Attributes, Spirit +3, Constitution +3, Movement Speed +1. Introduction. Fantastic shoes, you will run faster if you wear them. The composition of the sacrificial suit. Staff times 1, shoes times 1, breastplate times 1. Set effect. Open all 3 pieces. While Lin Yan was looking at the equipment, with a flash of golden light, Irene finally rose to level 3. Ding! Congratulations for your pet dragon Aileen, successfully upgraded to level LV3. Get Strength plus 20. Get Dexterity plus 20. Get Spirit plus 20. Acquired Constitution plus 20. With the continuous improvement of the level, Irene's horror as a pet of the super god rank has gradually emerged. Up to a level directly increases 80 attribute points, which is more than 5 times that of Lin Yan. If compared with ordinary players, Irene's upgrade to one level is equivalent to their attributes of a dozen or so levels. Of course, this is only temporary. In the later period, the player's growth point can also be improved by transferring special occupations, changing powerful races, or completing some other special tasks. The advantage is only reflected in the aspect of attribute points, and more powerful abilities will be gradually revealed as Irene grows. But the moment Lin Yan had this thought in his mind, the system's pleasant notification sounded again. Ding! Congratulations on your pet dragon Aileen's bloodline being upgraded, and the dragon god's bloodline has been upgraded to an intermediate level. Ding! Congratulations to your pet dragon Aileen for obtaining a bloodline inheritance and learning the skill, Dragon Claw Triple Strike. Dragon God Bloodline Intermediate. As the heir of the Dragon God, Irene has an extremely powerful bloodline, and every point of physique increases her blood volume by an additional 20 points. Dragon Claw Triple Strike LV1. Swing the sharp claws and quickly cause 3 tearing blows to the target. The damage of the 3 blows is 100%, 120%, and 150% respectively. If the 3 sharp claws are attacked by the same one target, an additional 100% damage will be added, and the target will be bleeding. Skill CD 30s. Unlike Dragon Flame Breath, which targets groups, Aaron's newly awakened Dragon Claw Triple Strike is obviously a single target physical output skill. If it only targets one target, it can deal close to 500 damage to the enemy in an instant. Percent damage, and this is just the data directly extracted. If the bleeding effect is calculated, it will be more than that. Sure enough, a super god pet is a super god pet, and it is so exaggeratedly powerful to comprehend a skill casually from the blood inheritance. While feeling ecstatic in his heart, Lin Yan couldn't help but want to find someone to try out Irene's new skills, and Irene herself screamed, "Hutchie," and "Hutchie," as if eager to try. I have to say that Irene is so cute. Although the little guy was born not long ago, he is extremely understanding. He cooperates with the other party to fight, and there is no need to say anything. Often when Lin Yan wants to do it, Irene knows what to do. Only this time, before Lin Yan lingered around for long, an accident happened. Ding! Because player Morningstar, you killed too many creatures of the White Wolf clan and angered the White Wolf King. Please run away quickly. Please run away quickly. Please run away quickly. Flee quickly. Seeing the prompt given by the system, Lin Yan dismissed it at all. Right now, he was worried that there would be no monsters to test Irene's new skills, but unexpectedly, someone came to his door. White Wolf King. Hey, what's the matter? Is it my Irene's opponent? While thinking about it, a White Wolf King, which was twice the size of an ordinary white wolf, appeared in front of Lin Yan after a few jumps. Compared with the previous White Wolf, the appearance of this White Wolf King is undoubtedly much more miraculous, and when it appears, it carries a faint coercion, which seems to show its strength as a boss. Open black lens bracket White Wolf King close black lens bracket Elite Monster. Level LV8. Attack 100. HP 2400. Skills: Tearing Claws, Summoning Priests, Strengthening Skin, Sweeping Wolf Tails. Introduction. The King of White Wolves is deeply influenced by the atmosphere of the altar, so he gradually grows into an elite monster. Such monsters are definitely not for novice players to deal with. The first time you encounter them, stay away quickly. Tearing Claw Strike. The White Wolf King swings his sharp claws to hit the enemy hard, with a high probability of causing a critical strike effect. Sacrifice Summoning. When the blood volume drops below 50%, the White Wolf King will summon 4 White Wolf Sacrifice to protect himself. Wolf Tail Sweep. The White Wolf King swings the wolf tail to attack in a wide range. Sure enough, it was an elite monster. Open black lens bracket White Wolf King close black lens bracket. It is only at the level of LV8, but it has 4 powerful skills, and the blood volume, attacking all the monsters Lin Yan encountered before or not in the same breath. Such an attack, with Lin Yan's current attributes, if he hit it head-on, it would probably turn into a white light in 2 hits. If it is simply analyzed by the data panel, the attack power of LV3's Irene may not be as good as the opponent's, but the real combat power. Hee. Irene, Lin Yan yelled, and Irene understood immediately. She moved deftly and coquettishly to avoid a sharp claw of White Wolf King, then jumped up suddenly, and went up to a set of Dragon Claw triple strike. -60, -72, -90. After the 3 red letters floated past, another, -60, red letter floated past. In addition, there were a large number of single-digit damages that continued to jump up, which were incidental to the Dragon Claw 3 combo hitting the enemy. Bleeding effect. With 1 skill, White Wolf King's blood vessel suddenly lost more than 1/8. And right now Irene is only level 3. Feeling the pain coming from the body, White Wolf King was also furious at the moment, and a tearing claw strike acted on Irene. With a flash of blood, a number, -188, emerged from Irene's body. Without the blessing of Dragon God's bloodline intermediate, Irene's bloodline would drop by 1/3 directly, but with the blessing of this racial trait, the current bloodline of Irene's bloodline at level 3 is already easy breaking through the 1000 mark, now it is even approaching the 2000 bloodline. This loss of blood volume, sprinkle water. But Irene didn't think so. Being hit by White Wolf King's skill, she was furious immediately, and immediately circled Dragon Flame Breath. Beep beep, beep, beep. As soon as the dragon's breath breathed out, the hair on White Wolf King's body was burnt badly, and he no longer had the slightest magical appearance before, and under the scorching flames, he couldn't help but let out a mournful howl. Irene acted so ferociously that Lin Yan, the master, would not be idle. When the two confronted each other, he sneaked up on him, and then came up and stabbed at the key part of the White Wolf King. So the original howling suddenly stopped, and at this moment White Wolf King was in pain and could not make a sound. Lin Yan took advantage of this time to quickly output Kung Fu for a while, and when he saw that the opponent was about to slow down, he quickly retreated, confronting the opponent's damage head-on, and it was still up to baby Irene. But before leaving, Lin Yan gave Irene a bottle of healing potion. Open black lens bracket healing potion, close black lens bracket vial. Introduction. The healing potion created by the doctor instantly restores 100 points of blood after taking it, and restores 10 points of blood every second for the next 10 seconds, and the recovery effect stops after being attacked. The healing potion, sold in the store in God Pet World, is divided into small bottles, medium bottles, and large bottles. As for more advanced healing potions, except for monsters bursting out, they can only be produced by players themselves. Increase the importance of production occupations. After drinking a bottle of healing potion, Irene's originally dropped bloodline quickly recovered, and White Wolf King also attacked angrily again. Tearing Claw Strike. Wolf Tail Sweep. Open black lens bracket Dragon Claw triple hit, close black lens bracket. Dragon Flame Breath. The two sides came and went, and it didn't take long before the bloodline of White Wolf King dropped below 50%, so there was a burst of blood on his body, and 4 White Wolf priests were summoned by him. But before the 4 White Wolf priests joined their battle group, Lin Yan rushed over, and with a swing of the White Wolf dagger, wounds were drawn on the 4 White Wolf priests. The wound was torn open, and blood gushed wildly. Chapter 11. Because of level suppression, Lin Yan's damage to these White Wolf priests is completely incomparable to that of Irene, but once he inflicts damage, the hatred points of the 4 White Wolf priests are locked on him one after another. All of them chased after Lin Yan. White Wolf King, looking at the scene in front of him, he was speechless. It summoned these little brothers to help him deal with the enemy, but these guys ignored him at all, and instead grabbed an unimportant little character to fight. White Wolf King suddenly became a little confused, and hurriedly let out a wolf howl, as if to say, "You guys, the boss is here. Hurry up and save me." The White Wolf priest, who had already been attracted to hatred by Lin Yan, seemed to react at this time, but they were just about to come back to help. But Lin Yan took the opportunity to launch a Millennium Kill, so the hatred of these White Wolf priests locked on Lin Yan again. Without the support of the 4 White Wolf sacrifice, White Wolf King could only retreat steadily in the battle with Irene, and dragon fighting skills made Irene's fighting methods not limited to simple and brutal fighting. Every movement, every leap of hers is for more efficient killing. Under Irene's attack, the bloodline of White Wolf King reached the dangerous critical point of 10% in a blink of an eye, and at this moment, Irene jumped up neatly, the sharp dragon under the sunlight of Yangu, the claws shone with a cold light. Dragon Flame Breath. Open black lens bracket Dragon Claw triple hit close black lens bracket. Chila, 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 Chila. After 4 consecutive sounds of tearing flesh, White Wolf King's body suddenly burst into blood, and after the last, -62, damage value drifted away, its huge body finally collapsed. Ding! Your pet dragon Irene killed White Wolf King Elite Monster. The experience reward for killing monsters by leapfrogging times 250%. You and Irene obtained experience times 5,000 points. White Wolf King. The moment Lin Nian fell down, a golden light flashed on Lin Nian's body, and a lot of experience raised his experience to level 4. At this time, his attributes were completely new compared to before. Although his level has only been raised by 3 levels so far, the attribute points that Lin Nian has obtained at this time are already more than the attributes of ordinary players who have been upgraded to level 10, but compared with Irene, well, it's incomparable. The sum of his attribute points raised by the 3rd level is only about half of the attribute points of Irene's upgraded level. After finishing the White Wolf King, Irene came to support Lin Nian non-stop, and the master and servant worked together to get rid of the 4 White Wolf priests again. After the battle, Lin Nian began to clean up the battlefield. Ding! You got a silver coin times 1. Ding! You got a copper coin x 50. Ding! You got a high-quality open black lens bracket Wolf King fur clothes black lens bracket times 1. Ding! You got sacrificial breastplate x 2. Ding! You got the ring of the Wolf King times 1. Ding! You got the quest item White Wolf King head. Reward for the first kill. Sure enough, the harvest this time was amazing. As expected of a boss, the probability of dropping items is really high. However, among the many items, Lin Nian still saw the ring of the Wolf King flashing blue light at a glance. Open black lens bracket the ring of the Wolf King close black lens bracket. Quality: blue. Use requirements: LV4. Attributes: Strength +10, Spirit +5, Life +100. Self-contained skills: Sacrificial summoning. Sacrifice summoning. You can summon a White Wolf priest to assist you in battle. Introduction. The ring forged by the White Wolf King's strength and concentrated essence is quite a fine product. It turned out to be ring equipment. World of Divine Pets has 13 equipment slots for both players and pets, but the drop probability of each part of the equipment is different, and the ring is undoubtedly one of the types of equipment with the lowest drop probability. Lin Nian doesn't know if it's because of the lucky halo on his body, or because the White Wolf King has a higher chance of dropping from the first kill, but no matter what, with the Wolf King ring, Lin Nian's combat power will improve again. After wearing the Wolf King ring directly on his body, Lin Nian turned his gaze to the White Wolf King's head. Open black lens bracket head of the White Wolf King close black lens bracket. Type: quest item. Introduction. Take him to the village head of Novice Village, and he will reward you generously. Award: quest item. Seeing this, Lin Nian frowned slightly. Every Novice Village will have some hidden missions, but Lin Nian's ambition is more than that, so he didn't think about doing more digging in this area. Who would have thought that he would complete a mission by mistake? Sure enough, the reward for killing the wild boss for the first time is astonishing. No wonder the major guilds in the previous life killed them because of this. And after killing the White Wolf sacrifice summoned by the Wolf King, the last piece of the sacrificial suit's sacrificial breastplate was finally available. Worship Cuirass Sacrifice Set, 1/3. Quality: green. Use requirements: no. Attributes: Defense +5, Constitution +3. Introduction. The breastplate exuding faint light can make your life more secure. The composition of the sacrificial suit: staff ×1, shoes ×1, breastplate ×1. Set effect: ding, your pet dragon Aileen is fully equipped with the sacrificial suit, and the suit effect is officially in effect. Set effect 1. Strength plus 10, Spirit plus 10, Attack plus 10, Blood Volume plus 200. Set effect 2. Attack speed plus 10%. Tisk tisk. A suit is a suit, not to mention anything else, just the additional attributes are equivalent to the attributes of ordinary players who have upgraded to 4 levels, and there are also bonuses to blood volume and attack speed. How important is such a suit for beginners? Needless to say. Feeling her strength climbing again, Irene immediately cheered and rubbed her head against Lin Yan, looking extremely happy. Lin Yan touched Irene, thought about it, and decided to go back to the village to replenish it. It's not any other problem, it's just that the blue recovery potion, small bottle, that came with the system at the beginning of the system has been completely used up. Lin Yan himself didn't use a single bottle, and Irene used it all by herself. There is no way, the opponent's skill damage is high, and the consumption must be high. After rubbing the returning city stone, Lin Yan's figure disappeared in place with a flash of white light. In Novice Village, it is still the same, dancing demons, as before, but besides all kinds of nervous pet babies, there are also many people setting up stalls and shouting. Compared with before, it is even more chaotic. Lin Yan returned to Shinsho village and was just about to go to the village chief to hand in the task, but before he had walked a few steps, he heard a chattering sound. I'll go, this little brother is too handsome. This is probably an account secretly opened by some big star. Oh my god, if this little brother is my boyfriend, I would rather lose 20 years of my life. Little brother, are you in love? I'm super sweet. Lin Yan was not at all moved by the kind words that praised him for being handsome. He had heard this kind of words countless times since he was a child, so he was already used to it. That pet on his shoulder seems to be a dragon. A male player's eyes fell on Irene, and he couldn't look away as if he had discovered a new continent. Facts have proved that the focus of men and women is always different. No matter how handsome Lin Yan is, the eyes of male players will stay on his face for a few seconds at most, and secretly sigh in his heart, how can there be such a handsome person in the world? Will not pay more attention to anything. But right now, Irene's appearance undoubtedly attracted the attention of many male players. Dragon, brother, don't think about it, buddy, I have studied all the expansion packs of the World of God's Pets. According to the description on the official website, as long as it is an authentic dragon blood, the worst is the rank of white diamond pets. How could players at this stage have? It really is. A player talked eloquently at first, but when his eyes fell on Irene, he was startled. This Nima is not what a dragon is, and judging by its appearance, it is by no means an ordinary dragon family. It may be a high-ranking dragon family such as Golden Holy Dragon. But no matter how hard this player thinks about it, he will never think that Irene is not a high-ranking dragon clan, but the son of Dragon God. The boss is awesome. Big brother, Morning Star, big brother, please take me with you. Sure enough, is this the strong man? Lin Yan shook his head, ignored the group of players, but went directly to the location of the village chief, took the White Wolf King's head out of the backpack, and handed it to the other party. This is the head of White Wolf King. Seeing the task items that Lin Yan took out, the village chief's expression suddenly changed. Brave warrior, you solved a big crisis for our 9102 village. In the past, this White Wolf King killed many residents in our village. Many brave men who tried to kill it did not return in the end. I didn't expect you. It's incredible to be able to kill it. While Lin Yan was talking to the village chief, among the players who did not give up and followed, some sharp-eyed guys saw the head of the White Wolf King and couldn't help crying out. Boss, that's the boss. I haven't even seen a strengthened monster until now. Why are they starting to slaughter bosses? Maybe this is life. Who is this guy? Whose it is? Morning Star. Does anyone know? Could it be the professional players on the Earth list? The village chief looked at Lin Yan with some confusion, and said, Warrior, this is the reward you deserve. Ding! Congratulations to the player, Morning Star, for completing the hidden task crisis in the village. You have gained experience times 10,000, you have gained silver coins times 10, and you have gained the skill book, Sword Chi /. There is a skill book out. Lin Yan was overjoyed. The first job of all players in World of Pets is Pet Trainer, and the second job will be unlocked at level 20. Therefore, Players can actually learn any skills before unlocking the second job. After the second occupation, skills that do not match the occupation will be forgotten directly. Each player has 5 empty skill slots in the early stage. As for what skills to choose, you can choose by yourself. Therefore, before level 20, you can even see players who know the assassin's stealth skills drive the warrior's brutal rage to kill monsters, and bring their own skills. Add blood to yourself. Sword Chi / LV1. Effect. Concentrate the power in the body, instantly cut forward a 5-meter-long sword energy to attack the enemy, causing 150% damage to all enemies, and has a 5s penetration effect on all enemies. Cooldown. 30s. Casting requirements. Holding a sword weapon. Introduction. The legendary skills left by the swordsman in ancient times, although due to various reasons, posterity only comprehended a little of its essence, but it is still an amazingly powerful killing move. It was actually a group skill, Lin Nian chose to learn without hesitation. As for the penetration effect, it can reduce the enemy's defense by 20%. A group skill that can not only kill the enemy, but also add negative conditions to the enemy. How can Lin Nian not love such a skill? Although there is no clear classification of skills for players to learn, there is no doubt that there are differences in strength and weakness, and Sword Chi / is naturally a very powerful skill. Just when Lin Nian was still excited about learning Sword Chi / the village chief spoke again. Brave Morning Star Warrior, although you killed White Wolf King, White Wolf Altar still exists, and sooner or later new terrifying monsters will appear, so I want you to destroy it. Ding, the village chief has issued a hidden mission to you. Destroy the White Wolf Altar. Do you accept it? Accept. Naturally accept. Lin Nian thinks that he has always been a good person who is willing to help others, so it is his duty to do such a thing. Ding, you have accepted the hidden mission. Destroy the White Wolf Altar. Mission description. In the depths of the forest, there is an open black lens bracket. White Wolf Altar close black lens bracket. Under its influence, the entire White Wolf clan continues to evolve. Please destroy it completely. Mission rewards. After accepting the task, Lin Nian thought for a while, and in the hopeful eyes of many players, he directly activated the stall function and then displayed all the unused items in the backpack. As a result, the players watching around once again formed an O shape. All go, with so much equipment, how many monsters did he kill? This is the parts of the green outfit. I'll go, I'm still using whiteboard equipment. How did I get it? Is there any hidden strategy? Hey, sure enough, the boss is the boss. ... Although many players were shocked, not many actually paid for it. Without him, how long has the game been open now? World of Gods does not open any real gold coin exchange function. Players still need to buy various supplies, the money at their disposal is too little, and the funds on hand can exceed 1 silver coin at the moment. Capital, or very few. Brother Master, I'll take all of your things. Just when Lin Nian was a little disappointed, a man squeezed in and said out loud. One price, 20 silver coins. Lin Nian said aloud, looking at the other party with some surprise. The actual price of these things may be higher, but he doesn't care about the speedy shipment at this time. Good. What surprised Lin Nian was that the other party transferred him 20 silver coins without saying a word, as if he was not worried about his reputation at all. That, Brother Master, can I add you as a friend? After transferring the money, the other party asked tentatively. At this moment, Lin Nian finally had a serious opponent. He glanced over and found that the man who made the shot with arrogance had his ID called by you. Okay. After a moment of silence, Lin Nian nodded slowly. Wait a minute, I want everything you have here. Just as Lin Nian was about to make a deal directly, several figures suddenly barged in. Lin Nian glanced and found that the leading man's ID was called Ao Shi Tian Sha, and the rest of the people who followed him also had the prefix Ao Shi on their heads, and that Ao Shi Tian Sha was holding a man named Ao Shi Ching Cheng in his hand, coquettish woman. From Lin Nian's point of view, the other party's appearance is only about 70, but the pair of proud and trembling things in front of her are particularly eye-catching. But even in the 22nd century, such a woman is still very popular in the eyes of some men. My friend, I just need weapons to level up right now. To save face, you can sell all these things to me. Proud World waved the folding fan he got from somewhere, showing a smug smile. Can you afford it? Lin Yen glanced at the people with the Aoshi prefix, shook his head and said. Seeing that the people in front of them are all covered with whiteboards, and their levels are all 2 or 3 levels, how could they have 20 silver coins on hand? Ah, this. I don't have any silver coins for now, but I can buy them with Washa coins. Proud World smiled awkwardly, but when he mentioned Washa coins, he suddenly became arrogant again. I want all of your things, 100,000 Washa coins. World of Divine Pets. There is no real currency exchange function similar to some other online games, so Krypton Gold players cannot exchange money directly, but such things as players agreeing to transfer money privately cannot be eliminated. A player who was very lucky in his previous life got a piece of Star Meteor Iron by chance in the early stage of the game. At that time, a local tyrant took it away privately at a price of up to 10 million Washa coins. That player was complacent at first, but he regretted it later, but it was too late. Hearing the words of Proud World, the players watching around immediately burst into flames. A holographic helmet is only 5,000 yuan, and 100,000 yuan is enough to buy a game landing pod. Once it's up, it won't do anything. I just want silver coins. Lin Yen replied coldly. What a joke, Keelaner of his dignified Lin family would be short of a mere 100,000 yuan. He usually pays more than that for a meal. In the entire Beihai province, the Lin family is considered a first-class family. From Lin Yen's perspective, how could it be limited to a mere 100,000 yuan? 200,000 Washa coins. Seeing Lin Yen ignoring him, Proud World seemed to feel a little offended, his face darkened immediately, and he quoted again. 300,000 Washa coins. 40,000 Washa coins. ... Boy, don't be ignorant of flattery. Seeing that Lin Yen was completely indifferent, Proud World said angrily, the threat in his words was self-evident. Lin Yen didn't bother to pay attention to these guys at all, and directly made a deal with Bai Yu. Seeing that Lin Yen was still indifferent, Aoshi Tianxia's face suddenly became extremely gloomy. Seeing the players around talking a lot, he changed his mind immediately, turned to Bai Yu and said, this brother, 1 million Washa coins, will sell them all to me. Not for sale. White Feather didn't bother to pay attention to Proud World at all, treating Lin Yen completely differently from him. Boy, you are toasting and not eating fine wine. After being thrown in the face twice in succession, Proud World's self-righteous demeanor suddenly disappeared, and immediately he swayed and stopped in front of Bai Yu, an attitude of buying and selling by force. Why, you want to fight against us Tianan Guild? Bai Yu glanced at the other party, as if looking at an ant. Tianan Guild. I'll go, this is the top 10 guild in our entire Beihai province. Top 10. Your news is already out of date. Tianan Guild has been developing so fiercely in recent years. Last year, it recruited a professional player who was ranked in the land list. Now it is the top 10 guilds in the entire Beihai province. In the ranking, it can definitely rank among the top 3. Furthermore, Lin Zemo, the president of Tianan Guild, ranks 45th in the land ranking and has recruited more professional players these years. In my opinion, the throne of the number. It might just fall on them. Hearing the words Tianan Guild, Aoshi Tianxia's face turned ashen. His own family was only a small family after all, but a big guild like Tianan Guild, their influence in real time is not inferior to that of some big consortiums and big families, which is what he can provoke. Hearing the discussions among the players around, Proud World hurriedly slipped away in disgrace. Then I won't bother you. You can come to me for any items you want to sell in the future. After the transaction was completed, Bai Yu smiled at Lin Yen and chose to leave. Interesting, Tianan Guild. Lin Yen shook his head, thinking of some information about Tianan Guild, raised his eyebrows slightly. But at the moment, he didn't have much intention to communicate with the other party. After entering a hotel, after playing with Irene for a while, he chose to go offline. However, after such a commotion, the surrounding players became even more curious about Lin Yen's identity. It is obvious how powerful Tianan Guild is at the moment. The arrogant Ao Shi and his party just now walked away without even daring to fart after hearing the other party's reputation. Nian has such an attitude, which can't help but make people think about it. All of a sudden, everyone was guessing, who is this player whose it is Morning Star who actually has such amazing energy. On the other side, White Feather, who bought all of Lin Yan's items, stared at him as if in a daze. Brother, is it really worthwhile for us to show favor to that morning star like this? This time we have used the initial funds of many guild members. Although the value of these things you bought is not low, there is no way to convert it into something worthwhile in a short time. The resources you used, right? If those people take the opportunity to attack you later, I'm afraid you won't be able to explain it. Black Crow hesitated for a moment, but still reminded him aloud. Don't worry, my strength may not be as good as those at the top of the guild, but I have never missed it when it comes to people. Bai Yu smiled and signaled the other party not to worry. Call. When Lin Yan exited from the god-level game cabin, the entire sky had already lit up. The hazy light of the morning sun illuminates the whole earth, depicting a beautiful picture that makes people feel refreshed and happy. Master, you are awake, can you prepare breakfast? A female secretary in business attire came in, and her sweet voice sounded like the sound of heaven. Yunru, how many times have I told you, just call me Lin Yan, you don't need to call me young master. Even though he has seen it too many times in the previous life, seeing the figure of the other party at this moment still gave Lin Yan a pleasing feeling. The black uniform skirt set off Yunru's figure just right, 2 exquisite star earrings hung on the soft earlobes, a pair of long legs were tall and slender, without stockings, showing the snow-white and tender skin at a glance, stepping on her feet wearing a pair of hollow high heels, the whole person looks intellectual and glamorous. Qin Yunru is a person who has been with Lin Yan since he was a child to take care of his diet and daily life. The children of a big family, the enlightenment of some things is naturally much earlier than ordinary people. Different from those silly and sweet women, Qin Yunru not only has a beautiful face, but also has absolute loyalty to Lin Yan, and Lin Yan is also very agile in handling things. Okay, let's get ready. Without further arguing with the other party on this matter, Lin Yan ordered. As the foundation of the Lin family, Tianfu Villa is naturally well equipped with various facilities. There are only 2 6-star hotels serving the Lin family. Soon, under the leadership of a team of national chefs, a table of delicious and nutritious breakfast was served. Lin Yan swiped his phone while enjoying the food. Since the emergence of this tradition at the beginning of the last century, it is still the same until today. After scanning the hottest real-time news at the moment, Lin Yan found that although there were a lot of news about the world of God's pets, it was far from being explosive at the moment. If I remember correctly, tonight World of God's Pets will cause the first sensation. The super high degree of freedom and sense of reality of God's pet world shocked everyone. All of a sudden, major financial groups and forces began to enter it one after another. Afterwards, those professional players who ranked high in the Heaven ranking and Earth ranking also followed suit. Choosing to enter it, the entire God's pet world was suddenly disturbed. Thinking this way in his heart, Lin Yan opened the World of Divine Pets forum. With the popularity of the game, the entire forum has also become extremely popular, and a large number of players are frantically posting posts. Among them, the posts that post pictures of pet babies and themselves are undoubtedly the most. In addition, most of the players' attention is placed on hidden missions, boss strategies, experience skills and so on. Among the many posts, the most enviable ones are undoubtedly those players who started with Tian Hu. Some players who purchased Extreme Game Cabin got Black Jade level pet babies when they came up. Killing monsters is not easy at all. After a casual stroll around the village, he was accepted as an apprentice by a legendary NPC, and has since reached the pinnacle of his life. There are countless opportunities in the world of divine pets, but those who can obtain these opportunities are only a small number of people after all. Lin Yan meowed a few times here, and found that there were actually posts related to him. Open black lens bracket shock. Novice village players actually have dragon pets. Close black lens bracket. The leading picture is still his unreasonably handsome face, and the figure lying on his shoulders is the majestic figure of Irene. Lin Yan is not surprised that his photos were posted on the forum. His exaggerated appearance and the presence of Irene are undoubtedly a very high gimmick, which will definitely attract the attention of many players, but he doesn't bother to pay attention to these things. After exercising his body and taking a nap after eating breakfast to replenish his energy, Lin Yan entered the game again. At the same time, in another villa in the Tianfu villa that was much smaller than Lin Yan, Lin Yang stared fiercely at the man in front of him and asked, "How is it? Is everything I arranged for you done?" "I've found everything out." Lin Yan suddenly mobilized a large amount of funds on hand yesterday, and bought a lot of game equipment frantically. Besides, there are many other expenses. I'm afraid this amount has completely exceeded what the old man set for him, authority. The man in black replied respectfully. "Okay, very good, help me prepare these materials thoroughly, I'm going to see the old man in person soon." Hearing the man in black's affirmative answer, Lin Yang suddenly showed a pleasant smile on his face. "Haha, Lin Yan, you are really a plaything. This time, no matter how much the old man protects you, your position as the first heir of the family will definitely be lost." Irene, wake up, you little slob, don't sleep anymore. After going online, Lin Yan returned to yesterday's hotel, and at this time, Irene was lying on the soft bed, sleeping unconsciously. "How sweet." Hearing Lin Yan calling her, the little guy immediately opened his hazy eyes, rubbed his chubby head against Lin Yan's palm, then closed it again, as if coquettishly saying, "Master, let me get some more sleep." Seeing Irene's appearance as a slob, Lin Yan also found it extremely funny, so he just let her squint for a while. Out of the hotel, Lin Yan looked around in surprise and found that there was no player nearby. How can this be? After wandering around, Lin Yan realized that all the players were gathered in the square in Shinsho village. At this time, an elf girl with the title of Elf Archer Sylph was standing in the center at this time, and as for the surroundings, there were all players trying to take the hidden quest from him. Although the luster of the clothes on the girl's body can't tell what kind of equipment it is, but the longbow hanging on her body is emitting a golden light, and that longbow is a piece of gold equipment. Obviously, the elf girl who looks very young in front of her is a high-level NPC, no wonder all the nearby players are flocking to her. It is certainly not normal for such an elf girl to suddenly appear in Novice Village, and everyone knows that it must be related to some mission. And generally speaking, the more powerful the NPC is, the richer the rewards will be after the tasks they issue are completed. But obviously, there are some harsh conditions for accepting this task, otherwise there wouldn't be so many players surrounded here at the moment, unable to do anything. This kind of situation is not uncommon in the previous life. Many players call this kind of mission public hidden mission. It's just that these NPCs often stay in a certain place for a long time, and few players meet the conditions for accepting the mission. Elves. Lin Yan's eyes fell on the other party, and he raised his eyebrows slightly. Like the human race, the elves are a powerful race in the world of God's pets. However, Lin Yan remembers that the elves seemed to have undergone many changes in the previous life, and gradually began to decline in the later stages of the game. And just when all the players were racking their brains and still had no choice, the elf girl who had always been indifferent suddenly moved her nose, as if sniffing something in the air, and then simply closed her eyes, following the invisible force in the air. Breath began to catch up. Her steps were light, beautiful but unpredictable, and with just a few flashes, she bypassed many players and appeared in front of Lin Yan. Looking at the figure that suddenly appeared in front of him like a gust of wind, Lin Yan was also taken aback, and only when he came back to his senses did he realize the identity of the other party. "Your pet has a very good smell." Sylph pointed at Irene with her slender fingers. Just when Lin Yan was still a little confused, Sylph spoke again. "Hello, honored warrior. The sacred object of the elves' Stone of Inheritance was stolen by the demon King Crossel from the depths of the ground. I was ordered by the Elf King to investigate the whereabouts of Stone of Inheritance. It's too convenient to shoot. Are you willing to help me solve this problem?" Yes, of course. Naturally, Lin Yan would not miss such a hidden mission that came to him. Both belong to the Camp of Light, although the elves believe in the moon god Alcia, but the moon god is not an ordinary god, but a powerful god. If he got enough favorability with the elves at Elf Archer Silver, he might be able to get a few bottles of Fairy Spring back from the elves in the future. That's a really good thing, although it can't be used all the time like a gold weapon, but in the previous life, a bottle of Elf Spring was even more precious and valuable than a gold weapon. Ding, you accepted the mission looking for the whereabouts of the Stone of Inheritance. Mission Introduction. Someone once found the breath of Demon King Crossel on burning Liaoyuan. Go somewhere, maybe you can find some clues. Mission requirement. Find the trace of Demon King Crossel. Dear warrior, may the moon god protect you. Ding, your pet dragon Aileen has been blessed by Elf Archer Sylph. The experience bonus for killing monsters is 100%, the basic attribute bonus is 10%, and there is a certain probability of moon power when attacking enemies. Damage, duration, 3h. Sure enough, a woman's mouth is a deceiving ghost. Seeing the buff blessing generated by the system, the corner of Lin Yan's mouth couldn't help but twitch. What he said was that he wished the moon god to protect him, but in the end, the blessing status only gave Irene a blessing. However, Lin Yan doesn't have much time to talk nonsense with the other party right now. The 100% experience bonus is too important for Irene, a super experience rich. Run out of the village. Burning Liaoyuan at the back of the forest, Lin Yan can just complete the hidden mission assigned by the village chief first, and then go to Burning Liaoyuan to see what's going on. When the surrounding players saw this scene, they couldn't help but show envious expressions on their faces. Sure enough, is it so unreasonable to be handsome? A player who looked unspeakable saw the scene in front of him, and his jealousy broke out completely. Who is this guy named Morning Star? The main members of Tianan Guild are respectful to him, and there are dragon pets at the beginning of the game. Now even NPCs are taking the initiative to tease him. This guy is definitely cheating. I want to report. I want to report. Wow, Morning Star, husband is so handsome. Hey, what nonsense are you talking about? That's my husband. ... Just out of the village. A sharp arrow with a cold glow hit Lin Yan with a swish. At the same time, 5 or 6 players approached Lin Yan, and the leader was none other than the previous Proud World. You shameless guy, you still offended me. Seeing Lin Yan surrounded by his subordinates, Proud World said with a sneer. Tianan Guild, naturally, he can't afford to offend him, but what kind of a kid is this brat in front of him? He dares to play prestige in front of him. Fool. For these guys, Lin Yan didn't like them at all, and he was too lazy to talk nonsense with them. With a thought in his mind, Irene immediately opened her mouth and launched an attack. Dragon Flame Breath. Beep beep, beep beep, beep beep, beep beep. -140, -142, -300. Moon Force. In an instant, the 3 players enveloped by Irene's breath turned into a white light without even farting, and their pets also directly. These subordinates of Proud World are basically at the 2nd or 3rd level, and their blood volume is barely over 100. This is a player who has upgraded his physique, otherwise he doesn't even have 100 blood points. In World of Divine Pets, every time a player upgrades to a level, the base blood volume is +20. Not everyone can start the game with full attributes like Lin Yan. At present, Irene has received the blessing of Spirit Archer Sylph. Power has risen to another level. Looking at the damage coming from the head of his partner, Proud World is completely unbelievable. The highest damage his Black Iron pet can cause is less than 30 points. How did the opponent's pet deal up to 300 points of damage? This guy, is he on the hook? Back quickly. Such a monster is by no means something they can stop. The experience in God's Pet World is not so easy to earn. Once you die, you will lose a level of experience directly. Proud World naturally regrets it very much at the moment. But at this moment, Irene launched an attack again. Open Black Lens Bracket Dragon Claw Triple Hit Close Black Lens Bracket. With a flash of cold light, the remaining players including Proud World were all killed in seconds. Boss Black Crow, what should we do? Looking at the scene in front of him, a player who was just about to come to support Lin Yan was dumbfounded. In fact, not only he was dumbfounded, but Black Crow was also dumbfounded at the moment. White Feather, before the boss went offline, he specifically asked them to squat outside Shinsho village. If Aoshi and the group of people have any changes to Morning Star, they must go to help. Only, what the hell, do you help others clean up the battlefield or stand by and call? 666. 7 or 8 players besieged one person, and they were all killed in seconds. Even if they want to help teach those people a lesson, they have no chance at all. Okay, don't worry about this matter, you leave someone to watch outside the village, I'll go offline and talk to Bai boss. After thinking about it, Black Crow gave instructions to a few peripheral members of Tianan Guild. Lin Yen didn't notice the anomalies of Black Crow and the others. All he thought about right now was to take Irene to level up. After all, such a good thing as a 100% experience bonus doesn't happen all the time. Ding, your pet dragon Irene killed White Wolf, the experience reward for killing monsters by leapfrogging by 50%, you and Irene got. Ding, ding. After entering the forest, Lin Yen walked straight towards the direction where he killed the White Wolf King. Although the task given by the village chief did not specify the location of the White Wolf altar, it should be nearby. On the way forward, those white wolves that were refreshed came out again to harass them to move forward, but right now Irene's attributes and all the White Wolf's HP couldn't support its blow. Dragon Flame Breath Close Black Lens Bracket. One person, one pet, just like this, advancing and killing, but seeing that Lin Yen was about to enter the area where he had killed the White Wolf King before, an elk rushed out very abruptly. Lin Yen originally planned to ignore such a non-aggressive animal, but when he saw the golden light shining on the elk, he was slightly taken aback, and an ecstatic creature suddenly appeared on his face. Golden creatures. It's actually a golden creature. There are many levels of monsters in World of Divine Pets, but apart from those pets with clear levels, there are also some very special monsters, and golden creatures are one of them. Compared with ordinary creatures, the treasure drop rate of golden creatures is undoubtedly much higher, and golden creatures generally do not drop equipment, all of which drop all kinds of strange and rare items. Golden Elk, Golden Creature. Level, LV6. Attack, 20. HP, 20,000. Skills, Heart of Gold, Elementary, Savage Charge, Holy Light Asylum. Description. The golden elk that grows in the forest has extremely vigorous vitality and is the darling of nature. Heart of Gold. Recovers 1% of the upper limit of own HP every second. Savage Charge. The golden elk exerts strength on all fours and hits the enemy. The enemy hit will inevitably enter the state of dizzy. Holy Light Protection. The golden elk summons the holy light and enters the 3S invincible state. All golden creatures have a characteristic, a large amount of blood, fast blood recovery, and may have some wonderful skills. Golden Heart is a skill shared by all golden creatures, and it is also the root cause of all golden creatures causing headaches for players. Only the basic Golden Heart can restore 1% of the blood volume every second, not to mention the effect of the more advanced Golden Heart. The golden creature is different from those bosses because of its particularity. Players can use the method of siege to solve it. Ants kill elephants more often. But golden creatures are different. All golden creatures must be challenged by the player alone to drop items. If other players attack in coordination, the probability of dropping items will be set to 0%. The probability of the golden creature respawning is extremely low. Now that we have encountered it now, Lin Yen will naturally not let it go, so he greeted Irene and rushed over. When the two sides were still a few meters away, Lin Yen raised his arm and suddenly felt a force rushing into his body. Sword Chi Slash. A sharp sword energy burst out of the body, and fell directly on Golden Elk, so a damage value of -55 suddenly floated above its head. Before leaving Novice Village, Lin Yen had already changed into a green quality longsword, so right now he has met the necessary conditions for performing Sword Chi Slash. It's just that Lin Yen didn't have time to feel a little bit of joy, and the prompt of +200 inches suddenly appeared above Golden Elk. Dragon Claw Triple Strike. Puff, puff, puff. -78, -93, -360. Yuili, -78, +200. Ding, your pet dragon Irene caused Golden Elk to enter bleeding state. Open Black Lens Bracket. Dragon Flame Breath Close Black Lens Bracket. Beep beep, 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 beep. -150, -142, -148, +200. I have to say that Elf Archer Silver added a blessing to Irene that is too powerful, not to mention other things. The effect of Moon Power alone is terrifying and amazing. Moon Power is a more sophisticated attack method than ordinary attacks. In addition to causing higher damage, it will also add various negative effects to the attack target, so once Irene's attack triggers Moon Power, it will cause terror damage value. At this moment, Lin Yen and Irene let go of their attacks, and even though Golden Elk had the super powerful blood recovery skill Golden Heart, its blood volume kept dropping. 20,000, 18,000, 15,000, 12,000, ... Seeing that the blood volume of Golden Elk was about to drop to less than half, it stomped on the ground fiercely with its limbs, and then slammed into Irene and Lin Yan. He didn't even react. His body was directly sent flying, and at the same time, he was in a state of being unable to move like dizzy. After knocking one person and one pet into the air, instead of continuing to attack the two, Golden Elk distanced itself from them. At the same time, on it, the numbers, +200, and +200 inches continued float by. After the dizziness situation was lifted, one person and one pet rushed towards the Golden Elk, but just as they were about to catch up, a burst of white light suddenly appeared on Golden Elk. Open black lens bracket holy light protection close black lens bracket. Invincible for a full 3 seconds, the 200 words on its head representing blood recovery are constantly flashing. With just such a short delay, the Golden Elk's health bar that was knocked out has recovered by 1/3, but Lin Yan had already expected this situation. In his previous life, when he dealt with a high-level golden creature, he spent a whole day in a daze before finally killing it. Now, with the blessing from Elf Archer Silver to Irene, the damage caused is still very impressive. In this way, every once in a while, Golden Elk would use his life-saving 3-stroke combo, but every time the blood volume was raised back, Lin Yan and Irene knocked him out again, and after repeating this for several times, Golden Elk's blood line finally dropped below 500 points. Now Lin Yan didn't want to procrastinate any longer, and shouted, "Irene!" The whole person fit together, and a blow of sword chi slash fell on the head, bringing out a -60 damage value on the Golden Elk. At the same time, Irene jumped out like electricity, flashing coldly. Hanmang's sharp claws waved rapidly. Open black lens bracket dragon claw triple hit close black lens bracket. -78, +200, -345. Moon Force. -350. Moon Force. After triggering Moon Power twice in succession, Golden Elk let out a wailing sound, and fell down. Ding, your pet dragon Irene killed Golden Elk. You and Irene get experience times 20,000. Killing golden creatures gives extra experience, plus a 100% experience bonus and a level-based experience bonus, so Lin Yan has gained so much experience this time. A white light flashed, and Irene's body seemed to grow slightly bigger again. Ding, congratulations for your pet dragon Aileen successfully upgraded to LV4. Get Strength +20. Get Dexterity +20. Get Spirit +20. Acquired Constitution +20. At level 4, Irene's strength has risen to another level, and her blood volume has easily broken through the 2000 mark at the moment. Ding, you got a silver coin ×2. Ding, you got a copper coin x80. Ding, you got the item Golden Elk Horn Rare. Ding, you got the item Experience Orb Advanced. Ding, you got the item Evolution Stone Golden Rank. ... A series of system prompts made Lin Yan a little confused, but when he saw the harvested items, he still had a very relieved smile on his face. Item: Golden Elk Horn Rare. Introduction. Golden elk, the most essential part of the body, can be handed over to experienced craftsmen to create a piece of purple equipment. Needless to say, what significance does a golden elk antler that can make purple equipment have now? After all, it is Lin Yan himself, let alone purple equipment, not even a blue equipment. As the name suggests, the effect of Evolution Stone is naturally used to increase the pet's level. Although the level of pets in World of Divine Pets has been set since birth, it is not impossible to improve it. Evolution Stone is the most common way to increase the level of pets. Gold Evolution Stone can raises a silver-ranked pet to a gold-ranked pet. For some players at this stage, the value of Gold Evolution Stone is simply inestimable. But compared to these, what surprised Lin Yan the most was Experience Orb. Special props. Experience Orb Advanced. No grade required. Function. Possessing an Experience Orb can increase your experience value by an additional 30%. Only valid. Note: this item does not occupy any equipment slot, and it will take effect when it is placed in the backpack. Unbound items have a certain probability of dropping after death. Experience Orb has clear divisions such as primary, intermediate, and advanced, and the bonus effects of different levels of Experience Orb are also different. Gold creatures do have a certain probability of dropping Experience Orbs, but the drop rate is extremely low even for elementary Experience Orbs, let alone advanced Experience Orbs. Without thinking about it, Lin Yan also knew that it should be his template level specialty, Lucky Halo, again. The auction price of a high-level Experience Orb in the previous life easily exceeded 100 million, which shows the importance of this thing. After all, for those top players, this thing can be said to be priceless. Without thinking too much, Lin Yan directly put the Experience Orb in Irene's backpack. God's Pet World pets, like players, have their own equipment bar and backpack, and Irene is really a big eater of experience. If the experience he gained after entering the game is only shared by him, Lin Yan's level may be too early now. It's over level 10. After solving Golden Elk and taking a short rest, Lin Yan took Irene to continue. After arriving at the place where White Wolf King was solved before, Lin Yan searched around and found something. Ding, you found White Wolf Altar, get Experience X 100. In the depths of the forest, behind countless ancient trees, there is still such an open place. The central part is a quaint altar that seems to be carved and polished from a huge mountain rock, surrounded by 7 or 8 stone pillars about 10 meters high, and a 6-pointed star mark is imprinted on the ground, which looks extremely mysterious and profound. At this time, there was a figure entrenched in the center of the altar. When Lin Yan walked in and took a look, he was really taken aback. The hair on his body exudes a silvery light, and what the sharp wolf claws present is not a frightening cold light, but an extremely rich blood color. The figure entrenched on the ground in front of him is obviously a white wolf, but at this moment its appearance is faintly indistinguishable from that of a human being. White Wolf Great Sacrifice, Boss. Level, LV 10. Attack, 150. HP, 8000. Skills, Enhanced Skin, Wolf Tail Swipe, Firestorm, Call of Wolves, Heart of Rage. Introduction. The true master of the White Wolf clan is deeply influenced by the aura in the altar, so he has gradually grown into a leader-level monster. Now, under the influence of the aura in the altar, some unknown transformation is taking place. Firestorm summons a 10x10 flame storm to attack the enemies in the area in groups. Call of Wolves. After entering the combat state, the White Wolf Priest will randomly summon a White Wolf or White Wolf Priest every 5s to assist in the battle. Note, the maximum number of White Wolf and White Wolf Sacrifice that can be summoned at the same time cannot exceed 30. Heart of Rage. The White Wolf High Priest enters a berserk state, doubles all damages caused, and doubles all damages received. It turned out to be a boss monster. A higher level existence than elite level monsters. Lin Yan raised his brows slightly when he saw the information about open black lens bracket White Wolf Priest close black lens bracket. Dry. Level 10 leader level monsters are enough to discourage all players at this stage. The higher the level of monsters in World of Divine Pets, the more terrifying their strength. With the current level of players in Novice Village, even a group of hundreds of people can't do anything to the White Wolf Priest in front of them. Not to mention the 150-point attack, just the defense and blood volume of the level bonus is enough to make people feel desperate. This is not the Golden Elk that Lin Yan dealt with before. Although the former is a golden creature, its blood volume is more exaggerated than that of the Silver Priest, but its attack power is only 20 points, and it has no means of attack. There is no threat at all, and it is incomparable with the leader-level monster in front of him. Human, why did you break into my territory? White Wolf Priest suddenly stood up, with a loud and powerful voice, and its eyes fixed on Lin Yan, as if it wanted to express thousands of emotions, not like a wild wolf only dominated by wild instinct. I hope everyone will support it and subscribe more.